I was looking into getting into investments, and real estate was one of the options. And some of my friends have been very successful investing into real estates. So I was leaning towards investing into real estate, and I have had a bit of success with my own putting money into the home. I saw how it appreciated over years. So, but owning a house or investing in a house versus investing in properties to make money is different. So, I was looking for guidance and support and expertise, and one of my friend referred me to Landmark. So, I got in touch with their sales rep, made an appointment, and they walked me through the whole process because I was a beginner in investment into real estate. So the legalities around it and the loan process and all of it. So it's not just it's sort of one stop shop for me. So I get all sorts of advice around the properties, the suburbs, and the type of investments, and how much I could borrow more, how much I could take from my existing equity, all sorts of expertise advice. So yeah, so that's what got me into Landmark. So I was looking for someone to take me through the whole process of investments. So I've been with Landmark for a few years now. So the way the sales rep treated me when I was a beginner versus now having owned a property is totally different. So that's the sort of experience you don't want to go through the same steps, and you acquire knowledge and you want yourself to be taken to the next level, and they completely understand that. So that's what I like about Landmark. When I decided to invest into properties, I was shopping around, and I happened to meet a lot of mortgage brokers, builders, property consultants, buyers advocates, and I was getting advice around a particular area. It could be around the home loans, or it could be around just the properties. But I wanted someone to take me through the whole process, not just siloed approach. And that's when one of my friend referred me to Landmark. So when I spent the first hour with the sales rep, I understood that this is what exactly I was looking for. Not just advice on a particular area, the whole process. Yeah, Landmark made me confident about into investment into real estate, because I was sort of in a dilemma to whether to get in or not, because I wanted to get in, but there was this bit of fear, you can call it. So when I met with them, they've explained me the pros and cons, not just forcing me to buy or get into property investing. So I was given the right advice, and it made me feel confident that it's the right way to go. And Landmark also helped me to find out how much I could afford to do the cash flow analysis, because all this negative gearing, positive gearing, and all of that was a bit of confusing for me. So it was a bit of an education process as well, talking to the Landmark team. And while they are business, they also focus on the individuals intention of what they want to do with investment, and they help, particularly in my case, they help me to guide through the process. It's not just one transaction. So they were talking about, oh, if you do this, then 2 years down the line, 4 years down the line, 10 years down the line, sort of thing, which is what I also wanted to think about, because as an investor, I don't want to talk to someone who is just interested in that particular transaction, rather someone who will take care of me in the long term. And Landmark happened to be that sort of a company. And I spoke to some of my friends who have been dealing with Landmark, and they've started with Landmark, they're staying with Landmark, and that's the reason for it. So I just went with that. Landmark has got an excellent team of friendly people. I can call them, mail them anytime asking for support, and I get immediate responses. So the sales rep that I work with in Landmark, I mean, I can text her middle of the night and she usually responds. And I could see they're a hardworking team, and I get emails around 2 a.m. in the morning. And more importantly, when I walk into their office for appointments, for purchase or anything of that sort, you don't feel like that you're talking to an organization or a business transaction. So it's a friendly atmosphere. So they understand the family, because they don't. The biggest thing that I feel very confident about Landmark is that um, they protect me from taking risks. So when I go to the extreme of risking not only me, maybe putting some of my family income and all that, they advise me not to do that, and they highlight the risks involved with that. So that's the part I like about Landmark. So they understand not just me as an individual, my family circumstances, and give the advice based on all possible combinations, the market changes, and all that. Yeah. If I look back in time, when I started to think about investing in real estate, as I said, I had this dilemma whether property investment is the right way to go. And the first appointment with Landmark team made me confident that it is the right way to go. And from there on, I'm talking to Landmark for a lot of things. And my intention is to build a portfolio of properties. And the guidance that I get from Landmark is actually taking me in the right direction. So I hope the trend continues and I get to achieve my objectives with Landmark team. So, in terms of my personal achievement with Landmark, we've got a couple of properties now, and I'm talking to that team to see how to build the portfolio from this point onwards. And we're already talking about investing into a couple of more properties, and maybe even take our super, and how do we go for a self-managed super. And that's the good part of it. So I can go to Landmark and talk about all this, and I don't have to meet different people. I can talk to the same sales rep, and they've got team that are specialized in self-managed super, and just properties and home loans and all that. So yeah, so I'm happy with what we've achieved so far in association with Landmark, and I'm hoping that we'll continue with this. See, the long term objective for me is to make use of the real estate boom, and do the right investments, not just putting money into real estate, but making the right investments that gives the short term benefit in terms of tax deductions and positive cash flow. And also in the long run, the capital appreciation and capital gains. I'm already talking to Landmark team about some of the thoughts that I have with my own property and the investment property, the equity that we have built, and how do we use that, and when is the right time to make the move on self-managed super. Yeah, so I see the next 5 to 7 years is going to be uh, really busy time with Landmark. I would gladly refer Landmark to all my friends. In fact, I've referred almost a dozen friends so far to Landmark, because I was referred to Landmark by a friend, and I've had fair bit of success with Landmark. And being a good friend, I want my friends also to make wealth. And investing in real estate is a success that a lot of companies promote, and Landmark happens to be one of the best in the industry. So I'm happy to refer, and I've been referring to a lot of my friends who are now customers of Landmark.